Your target is in possession of a radioactive device. Stop Carrington's attack at all costs. Good luck, Agent.
I always knew I had an instinct. I could see the world differently. I thought it would be like any other mission. I was wrong.
Just as I've said it yesterday, the month of June has been a pretty busy month. And amongst the sheer amount of announcements we got in it, Perfect Dark was the last thing we had in mind. I actually don't even know, maybe even 4 years since it's been the last time we came across this thing, but developers came out and revealed actual in-game footage on top of a release window of 2025 for the game. Perfect Dark remains a Microsoft exclusive, meaning it's going to be coming to PCs and Xbox Series X only. This is a stealth-based cyberpunk FPS and a single-player game in nature, apparently set in a future version of Cairo, that's basically Egypt.
Can you confirm?
I'm looking at the screen right now.
Our intel places Carrington on the second floor.
When the life we think we know turns out to be a lie, there's only one way forward. Find the truth. Scan's clear. I'm going in blind. Carrington! Damn it! Analyze. What am I looking at here?
You all remember the Lollipop chainsaw game dozen years ago, Xbox 360, y'all? After being delayed for over a year now, the Lollipop chainsaw RePOP, the remake of the 2012 hack and slash game, will now release on September 25 for the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series and PCs, Switch included. Developers announced, included a new trailer, RePOP will have some faster load times, it will support a 4K resolution, 60 FPS, there's new soundtracks, and additional content too.
Listen up, Jack. Your mission is to infiltrate Selino Yask in the Soviet mountains, ensure the safety of Sokolov, and bring him back to the West.
If you missed it yesterday, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater will now be released on November 17, 2024. Not only that, this remake received an impressive new gameplay trailer at the Xbox Game Showcase yesterday. It's the same grip and story and world, but with an all-new graphical engine, 3D audio, it's Unreal Engine 5 now, there's a much smarter AI, and there's new control schemes too. Snake Eater is a survival stealth action game in nature.
Whose crazy idea was this anyway?
The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army. Freeze. Speak.
tape when I'm finished. If none of us make it, at least there'll be some kind of a record. The storm's been hitting us pretty hard now for 48 hours. We still have nothing to go on.
If you do remember the horror movie The Thing, well, also the video game that followed on the film's story a couple decades later, you might want to know. The same team who remastered the System Shock recently is handling a remastered version of this classic game, bringing it to the PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and PCs via Steam later on in the year. The Thing is a story-based survival horror third-person shooter, and frankly, one hell of a IP to consider a remake for.
Look sharp. Deimos is here. Mira, finish up and fall back. We lure him in and take him alive.
Ubisoft's Splinter Cell remake was once again absent at another gaming event. Technically, the Ubisoft presentation this time, last week. And because of that, many believe it's a cancelled project, and in all fairness, Ubisoft has done something like this before, but they also have been keen to reviving dead games too. Either way, the subject remains a mystery, and if the remake was a sure thing, we would have probably seen something so far. I guess we'll just have to wait a little longer to see what happens.
Disappointing. Rainbow operators were harder to kill in my day. Samuel Fish. Say hi to Hereford.
Only the dagger can unlock the sands of time.
No!
If you're wondering whether Ubisoft has more projects like that lying around, the answer is yes, but that doesn't include Sands of Time. The remake of Prince of Persia actually made a pretty brief appearance during the Ubisoft Forward, with a cinematic teaser trailer showing almost nothing and a release window of 2026. Take a look.
I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it.
Bloober Team has a confirmed release date of October 8, 2024 for the Silent Hill 2 remake. As it was the case with the platforms, the game is coming to PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. Konami came up with several different trailers, a side-by-side gameplay comparison, more story to go. They even actually came up with another one today. This remake will use a third-person, over-the-shoulder angle, and both physical and digital editions are now available to pre-order at different stores as well.
I'll be good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please. No, please.
This is a lie. That is what the Sith believe.
Star Wars: Knights of the Old Republic, KOTOR, in this case remake, the original game itself to this day remains one of the biggest and most nostalgic RPGs of all time, possibly the best of all. The remake now has a release window of 2025, remaining a PC to PlayStation 5 exclusive as well. Although there's been not much, in fact no news about the game, the remake's development is ongoing. However, no further details have been given by Lucasfilms. Just keep it in mind for now.
Excited to welcome all my pals back to the annual Blackwood Winter Getaway. Oh, nice one.
A couple weeks ago at the State of Play, Sony released a new trailer for the remaster of Until Dawn as well. A confirmation that the game is coming to PCs, PlayStation 5 in the fall of 2024. This remake, will offer improved texture or visuals, revolving around the same original story whilst offering new locations and collectibles and new music. Anyway, on a need-to-know basis, both God of War Ragnarok and Until Dawn are coming to Steam, but will require a PlayStation Network account as well.
Mike, Emily?
I was down there.
You were?
It was horrible.
I don't want to make hasty decisions that get everyone killed. No! We should stay put right here until dawn.
Thank God you've returned. I need your help. There's a great deal of history that you should know.
In case you didn't know this yet, a remake of Riven, the sequel to a beloved game most of you have already played called Myst, is in the making and is coming to PCs, MetaQuest 2 and 3 later on in the month on the 25th of June. Developers Cyan announced and came up with a pre-order page and a new trailer. So Riven here is basically a thriller. It's a puzzle adventure game and one of the best hits of the year 1997. Take a look.
The island has been steadily decaying for years. According to my most recent measurements, it appears that the Fifth Age has entered its final days.
There's a very good chance, if all this goes well, that you'll be returned to the place that you came from.
I apologize for the cage.
Off your ass! And you ain't paid your nugs yet?
As in the case of Gothic 1 Remake, developers came out and said it's gonna be showcased with some new footage on August 2 at the THQ Nordics Showcase. They also released a new collector's edition for it. Last time we've seen any update regarding the remake, we saw some new locations that were added in the game in addition to modern designs. Either way, Gothic is an action RPG set in a medieval world of humans and orcs that actually came out originally more than 20 years ago.
I'm going. Good choice. You have a good day, too. Don't have fucking excuses. You think this is a joke or what? Any reason you're still bleeding? Stop! Sorry. What's it, you idiot? What a fool. One at a time, boys. There's the line. You had your share, mate. Get lost. Get lost. Nobody wants. Oi, you twat! What was that? Sorry, you fucking twat! Mess him up! Time to put that booty.
Like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them.
At number 12, we've got Remedy Entertainment's most anticipated remake of all time, Max Payne 1 and 2. We know Alan Wake 2 was a absolute banger of a game, so it has actually been a pretty decent year for the team. And since the company's attention has been shifted to Max Payne remakes, you might want to know, Max Payne games are being made with the use of Unreal Engine, published by Rockstar, and they've been set to be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and PCs around fall 2025.
I took my time cruising around the city in the snow. There was no hurry. I knew what I had to do now. I took my time thinking about it, building up the rage.
I've said it yesterday, if you missed it, Disney Epic Mickey has a Rebrushed, technically a remake version on the way, set to release for basically all consoles mid to late 2024. The game is a 3D platformer that basically follows the story of Mickey Mouse with a developer-said compelling and unforgettable story. It'll all be redesigned in both audio and visual, and this time you're going to be able to play the game in a 4-player co-op.
Twilight of his years. I know now that I will never have the strength to set off again to the Amerzone.
Amerzone, also known as Amerzone, the Explorer's Legacy. If you missed it, the game is a first-person fantasy graphic adventure game from 1999, published by Microids and designed by Benoit Sokal, pretty much the same team who made all the Siberia puzzle games. The 5 publishers and a new team are all working hard to release a game as a whole remake into PCs, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X this year. The game tells the story of a French explorer in a South American country called Amerzone.
That mysterious land is both the source of my greatest joys and my deepest disgrace. There is still time for you to turn back, but if you decide not to, the end of my story is waiting where yours will begin.
At the Game Awards last year, Sega came out with one of the best reveal trailers probably ever. They're bringing back a bunch of old hits such as the Jet Set Radio, Golden Axe games, Shinobi, Streets of Rage, Crazy Taxi and a few others to the new consoles, totally built from the ground up sometime in the future. Now, details are pretty scarce at the moment, but we're gonna have the trailer for it. This supposedly bundle will come to PCs, Switch, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X only.
Remastered demo with Grasshopper James, Maddie, Suda 5150, and even Suda 51.
First released over 13 years ago on Xbox 360, if you missed it. Actually, Shadow of the Damned has a remastered edition on the way as well. And I'm not sure if I was dreaming this then or not, but I believe the last time we heard this remastered version was happening was in 2019. Whatever the case, developers seem to be making its finishing touches and coming up with a release within 2024 into all platforms, and they even came up with another trailer for it. This is the action-adventure classic game that a little bit works like the Bayonetta games.
Featuring Shadows of the Damned, Hella Remastered.
ここはお化けが住み着く怪しいマンション。その調査を任されたちょっぴり臆病なルイージの冒険が始まります。
Luigi Mansion 2 HD is coming to the Nintendo Switch exclusively on the 27th of June. Otherwise known as Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, this game was initially released on the Nintendo 3DS about a dozen years ago, and ever since last year, Nintendo has promised to bring this decade-old game to the hybrid console in a HD form. That is, including a adjusted gameplay, new contents, better audio fidelity, and accompanying the release date, we have a new trailer too.
探索の舞台となるのは古びた洋館裏名刺屋敷、荒れ果てた植物研究所呪われ大樹、かつて時計を製造していた建物地獄ロック工場、雪に覆われた百鬼夜行動、それぞれの場所ではさまざまな仕掛けがルイージを待ち受けるのですが、そこで役に立つのもこのオバキューム。一見行き止まりに見えるようなこの場所もこの通り、他にもストロボで照らすと仕掛けが動き出したり、時には風船で飛ぶことも。
And last but not least, yes, we've got the old Shadow of the Ninja, now Reborn, coming to PCs, Switch, and other consoles as well on August 29 this year. Now, the release it's gone gold, and developers came out with another trailer for this game too. This has to be the finest Shinobi-inspired platformer ever made. It's a classic Nintendo game, completely redesigned in both audio and visuals, including new content. Take a look.